Still, we don't have the same.
Okay, we're still at Hunt Correctional Center. My name is Pete Freeman. I am the acting chair today. Along with me is Ms. Cheryl Renatza and Mr. Steve Prater. Would the inmates please state his name and DOC number?
Kenny Daggle, 374473.
Okay, I see y'all have some visitors there. Would y'all please introduce yourself, please?
I'm Keith Jobert. I'm Kenny's brother-in-law.
I'm Ineligible. I'm his sister.
Okay, and Mr. Jobert, you're gonna speak, correct?
Yes, sir. Mr. Chairman, we have two other individuals in the room, but we'll let them introduce. They're off camera.
Okay,
Joshua Jobert, I'm Kenny's nephew.
And Jennifer Jobert, I'm Kenny's niece.
okay. Well, thank y'all for coming here to support Mr. David. Okay, Mr. David, I'm gonna read some information into the record. Please listen to me. If anything is incorrect, then we'll try to get it straightened out, okay? Okay, Mr. Daigle, your DOC number is 0374473. You are a fourth felony offender. You were convicted of possession with intent to distribute meth, habitual offender. You were habitual offender on it. You also habitual offender on distribution of marijuana and habitual offender on possession with intent to distribute cocaine. You received 12-year sentences that were to run concurrent. Your parole eligibility date was 4/13/24. Your adjusted good time date is 1/14/2033. And your full term date is 4/14/33. Does that sound correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. We're gonna start with you, Mr. Daigle. I want you to tell us what you were doing, why you were doing it, and why you think we should let you out today.
All right. I was selling methamphetamines, coke, and marijuana to support my habit of meth. I don't do coke. I smoke weed, and that's how I was getting by, making a living doing that. I mean, I had a job, but I mean, I also did that also on the side. I ran a motel. I did the maintenance there, and I had access to everything there, so I was there all the time. And most of my customers live there, so.
And why should we think about letting you out today?
I had this incarcerated this time here. I had it pretty bad. I did some classes. The only classes they let me get, I took. I read every day. I feel a lot better. I'm not on drugs. There's 3 years and 5 months I had these drugs, clean and sober.
Okay, Ward, do you have anything to say?
Mr. Chairman, he's been here a little over 2 months. He is housed in our assisted living dorm. He came to us discharged from the hospital and came to us after suffering a stroke and came here for rehabilitation. So we're caring for him here medically. He has no write-ups. He hasn't been any trouble for us since he's been here.
No, the place I came from either, no write-ups, no kind of trouble. I caught a stroke March 24th, and I was supposed to have a parole here April 18th, and they shipped me here that same date. I had 3 heart attacks. I got 2 stents, and I caught 2 strokes.
Okay, okay. Now we're gonna hear for those that are in favor for you, Mr. Jobert.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the opportunity to speak for Kenny. I've been knowing Kenny for about 48 years now. I've been married to his sister for 45 years. He's the youngest of 7 children. As he was growing up, Kenny didn't have the complete guidance that the other family members had, because as they grew up, they moved to Texas and so forth. And being the youngest, and I noticed that he was hanging with the wrong crowds. And that's when it started, when he was at a young age. But I noticed one other thing about Kenny was when he was in a structured and controlled environment, one close to family, or had a job that he liked to do, he was fine. But when he got somewheres, which he lived in the New Orleans area and Slidell area, where we didn't have that connection with him, that's when he strayed into the drugs. And I'll give you an example. When he was at the Bridge House in New Orleans, he was there, I think, for approximately 8 years. And in those 8 years, he was a mechanic there for Bridge House. And we visited with him quite often. And he was totally fine, clean, enjoyed his job. It was a totally different man. But then when he moved to Slidell and he took over the job of managing these apartments, that's when I saw the change. It was away from a structured environment. That's what we'd like to see him get back to, close to family and have that family structure again.
Yes, sir.
So
We
thank you.
appreciate you speaking on his behalf. Your case has been assigned to Ms. Renatza, so she will have a few questions for you, Mr. Daigle.
Mr. Daigle, good morning.
Morning. Morning.
So, congratulations on being sober 3 years and 5 months.
Thank you, ma'am.
You know, as your brother-in-law said, you were in Bridge House for 8 years. What do you think caused you to fail when you left the Bridge House?
I had a fiance, and I got home from work. I found her dead on the floor, OD'd on heroin. And 3 months after that, I was out there, and I lost my job.
Okay. So you continued to be around people who were involved in
I had
drugs.
no idea. She kept it from me because she knew I worked for rehab and I was clean and sober, and she kept it from me. I had no clue.
Yeah. Well, you know, I asked those questions because I see you did the Bridge House. I saw you were successful there. Then you went through the Steve Hall program, didn't you? And that's the best we have to offer in DOC. And then when you were released from there, your term expired in 2016, and then here we are again.
That's not my nerve.
And so I did see in the record that you are the maintenance guy at the hotel. You lived there. You sold narcotics from your room pretty much on a daily basis. And you said it was to support your habit. Would it be an addiction?
Yes, ma'am.
And what is it that you were addicted to?
Methamphetamine.
To the meth.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you dealing with that now? You say you've been sober and clean and sober. How?
This show changed my life. It really did. I'm trying to get my motor system back working again. I'm fighting with that really now. My voice is not even the same. I'll bite the inside of my mouth when I talk. I drool. My hands.
Well, let me tell you this, Mr. Daigle, and I appreciate that. And you did put that in a letter to us, and you say you're tired, you don't want to live that life anymore. You're just tired of it. And I can see, and I think that your drug use has certainly affected your health. And I do see the need for the rehabilitation. Let me tell you, I'm just going to tell you for now, for me, I think you're in the best place to get the care you need for your rehab. Seems like you're making some good progress with that. And so I'm not inclined to grant you parole, not today. Maybe later. You still got some time to do before your mandatory release date. You'll have another opportunity to ask for parole again. But for me, it's not today.
Ma'am.
Okay,
Mr. Chairman, that's all I got.
thank you, Ms. Renatza. Mr. Prater, do you have any questions?
Sir, I don't have any questions. I've thoroughly reviewed the record and heard what's been said today, and I'm prepared to vote to also deny his parole today.
Okay, do I need to call for a vote? No? Okay, let's put it officially on the record. Ms. Renatza?
Yes.
vote?
Yes, Mr. Daigle, my vote today is to deny you parole so that you can continue to receive the excellent health care that you're receiving at Hunt, and I encourage you to reapply at such time as you're eligible to do so. Thank you.
Okay.
Can I say- Excuse me. Can I say-
Concur with Ms. Renatza to deny.
Okay, my vote is also to deny Mr. Daigle. I do think you're at the best place. And we need to do a little time here to try to see what's gonna happen. I mean, like Ms. Renata said, Steve Hall was the best we had to offer, and it didn't work. So hopefully you are getting older. Try to prove that to us and reapply. So
How
that's
long do I-
my
how long-
correction.
how long do I have to wait to
We're gonna
reapply?
discuss that.
We'll send you a letter to tell you when you can reapply. Okay? All right, man. Keep up the good work, okay?
Sir.
Actually,
All right, is Mr. Daigle available?
He's not here yet, man.
We're getting him in, Madam Chairman. He's in a wheelchair.
Okay, and y'all have some family there also with him, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we're ready when y'all are. All right, Mr. Daigle, you got all situated now?
oh yeah,
Okay. You've been through this process before, so let me just ask, we'll just jump right in. Would you introduce yourself, tell us your name and DOC number?
Kenny Daigle, 374473.
And let me acknowledge your family that's there with you. You have Jennifer Jobert, your niece. Am I pronouncing that name correctly? Is it Jobert?
Yeah.
Joshua Jobert, your nephew, your son Damian Daigle, and Mia Collett, your friend.
Yes,
and Joshua wants to speak on your behalf. So your case was assigned to me, so let me just read the identifying information into the record.
Okay.
For, you're classified as a fourth felony offender. You are currently serving a 12-year sentence. You were sentenced as a habitual offender in December 2021, possession with intent to distribute methamphetamine, distribution of marijuana, possession with intent to distribute cocaine. Your parole eligibility date was April 13, 2024, and your good time date is October 31st, 2032. All that.
That's right.
So when you appeared before a parole panel in July of 2024, I was on that panel. And at that time, I think you had just arrived at Hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I denied you at least based on your history of substance and drug abuse and your past criminal history. And I noted that you needed to continue to receive rehabilitative services for your health there at that facility and to remain sober for a more sustained period of time.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
tell me about since that hearing in July of 24, what's changed about you?
More productive. Go to church every Sunday. I got a class. We sit around, we talk about AA, NA. And
What class what would you say about a class?
I did another class, got another certificate. It's a parenting class of some sort. Yes, ma'am. And completed that successfully. I forget a lot of stuff. Since that stroke really messed me up. My memory's real bad. I can read a book, forget what I read. I don't even know the title of it anymore. Actually, I'm reading one now. I couldn't tell you what I read out of it. It's really bad. And I've been in a lot of.
Do you rely on that wheelchair all the time, or can you get around?
I mean, I go a little ways, but I get tired. I gotta have something to sit on. Yeah. I mean, I can walk. I got a brace on my leg, and my leg's swollen right now. It's so tight, it hurts.
So that's why you're in the wheelchair.
Yeah. Well, I mean, from the stroke, paralyzed.
So, how long have you been sober?
Since 21.
4 years?
Yes, ma'am.
And my note says 4 years, 5 months sober now. Is that about right?
Definitely right. Definitely.
So,
Good too.
say that again.
I said it feels good too. I didn't put on all the weight.
That's good. You do look different. I went back and watched our video from your last hearing, and you do look different. You have put on a good amount of weight.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Has your health improved?
Except for the pain, I hurt all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, my head's pretty good considering. My blood pressure's down. It stays down. I mean, there's no more therapy, so I mean, I don't have therapy, so I don't walk like I'm supposed to every day.
No, you should make an effort to do that. So the last time we met, you explained to us what happened, about you were the maintenance man at the hotel or motel or whatever, and you were selling the drugs to the people that stayed in the hotel, and it was basically to support your own addiction.
Yeah, that's right.
And your family member, I believe it might have been your brother-in-law that was there, and he said, what I noted was you went to the Impact program in 2006.
Yeah.
Yes. You were released, and then you went to Bridge House for like 8 years, long time, very well. And then something happened there. You were released to supervision 3 years later. You're back. You went to the Steve Hoyle program.
Yes, ma'am.
2014, and then you got out in 2015, you finished your supervision in 16, and then you got back 2021, here you are again. So none of those treatment programs work for you. Why is that?
I guess I wasn't done. I'm done now. I can't, 3 heart attacks and 2 strokes. I can't no more. It's over. Give another chance. It won't be a chance. I got it this time. Definitely done.
But why do you think it didn't work before? Those programs that I mentioned are the best we got.
Guess I wasn't ready. I have no answer. I wasn't ready. I guess the people I hung out with, the wrong crowd.
That's one of the things they teach you. You got to change your people, places, and things. That's what you did not do.
Well, I did. I guess it just comes to me. You know, it just all happened.
So if they came to you now, what would you do?
I can't do nothing anymore. I'm done. I can't barely get around.
Well,
And I'm trying to move, get closer to my family. So I'll be around them.
where are you going to go live?
Actually, it's still in the air. I'm trying to get to a rehabilitation place or an old folks home.
Yeah, that's what your sister said. Something she wrote to us that you would have to go to a nursing home. Is that what you're working on?
Yeah, well, actually, she caught cancer. I was gonna go to her house. She's stuck. She's in bad shape, and
Yeah, she's not able to care for you.
no.
All right. Well, let's hear from, it was your nephew Joshua that wants to.
Yeah.
Good morning. Definitely. My mother is the one that you previously referenced before. She's no longer able to take care of him. I want to touch on, you asked what would be different this time than last time, and I would say it would be the support structure for Kenny. Previously, my sister and I were not able or in a place to be able to assist or aid in taking care of him. However, we are now. We both have the ability to be there and have him placed in a facility. We ask that we can work with the social work staff here at Elaine Hunt to maybe have him placed in a skilled nursing facility. We have also spoken with Kenny about having power of attorney to my sister and I, Jennifer Joubert, so that we can control who comes and goes to see him in these facilities and ensure that he is not being tied up with the wrong crowd. We also now have the support of his son, Damien, to help look over him, watch him, keep him away from those things. We're all in a better place to be able to do that at this point in time. Kenny has had bouts of sobriety. He's also had relapse. This time we are extremely committed to ensuring that he doesn't have that anymore, as both a family support structure and ensuring that he goes to NA, AA, and any other classes that he needs to be able to succeed in his sobriety. We're deeply concerned about his health. As a family, we have heart issues, and we've been known to have strokes. So we want to ensure that he gets the level of care that he needs and the rehabilitation that he needs. And when he's in a place, we can ensure that he is taken care of, whether it be living in one of our homes or maybe at one day getting him a place of his own. But we'd like to take it a step at a time and ensure that he's in a skilled facility. Really, that sums it up. As we're committed as a family to ensure that he succeeds this time.
Thanks for sharing those plans with us. That's all the questions I have. Any questions?
I just wanted to ask, have you achieved a GED or what is your educational level?
No, I haven't, but I was a plumber and I ran 2 crews and I'm pretty good mechanic also. I mean, I'm not a certified, but I work under somebody else's license. And
Did you ever take literacy? Have you ever taken a literacy class?
No.
So that is a requirement for either trades while you're in literacy or GED. That has to be taken. Okay, I don't think we have a question.
And have you done the pre-release program? 100 hours? But Warden Rings, maybe you can address that for us.
Was that?
The warden's checking for us.
Yes, he's been here for about 14 months. He hasn't had any write-ups since he's been here. He's currently housed in our building 4 assisted living area. But as far as any other type of classes, those are the only 2 things I have for him.
Actually, I can't get around. I can't get around in the wheelchair. I can't get across the park.
Well, I think they have accommodations for that. Mr. Barrow.
I go to the church on the D1 side on Sunday. I can handle that. I get somebody to push me there. It's a little ways from the dorm where we stay at. But I go on a regular basis. I'm Catholic. I like to go to the Catholic church, but I can't come to this.
If he signed up for them, we would make sure he made it to those classes.
Yes, thank you. I knew you would, Warden. I think he doesn't really care for that. I would like to make a motion for executive session.
Okay.
Can you call the roll?
Yeah, Nelson,
Yes.
Dana Barrow,
Yes.
Julie. Yes.
All right, I'll move to go back in regular session. It is 11 a.m. Is there any objection to that motion? Okay, we are back in regular session. Mr. Daigle, we had to look at the record closely because there is a requirement now that in order to be eligible for parole, you have to have at least have your high school GED, you have to have completed the literacy program. These are or. That's why she asked you about the literacy program. Or the job skills training program. And according to what Warden Reams has seen in the record, you don't meet any of that criteria. Also, you have to have completed the pre-release 100-hour program, and we don't see that in the record. That's two requirements that you must have to be eligible for parole now. You don't meet those criteria, so you're technically not eligible for parole today.
Well, last year I did the pre-release program in the past. And like I said, I have a
Where did you do that?
in New Orleans.
Well, that's not the DOC pre-release program. So technically, I mean, I appreciate all the commitment from your family, but you're not technically eligible for parole today. So rather than deny, I'm saying eligible for giving time. So rather than deny your parole today, I'm going to just determine and deem that you're ineligible, take no action, give you time to go take programs. Warden Reams has said, sign up for it, and they'll be sure that you get there. And then when you get those programs under your belt and you're technically eligible for parole, you can reapply. So that's my vote today, no action. Okay.
I concur.
Mr. Butler.
I concur.
All right, you got some work to do.